Now, who pulled number 4?
Me. Chrome quietly raised her hand. Oh, we've been waiting for this. When her turn came up, their drooping cat ears slowly rose.
Well then, contestant Chrome, could you tell us your costume? Which ones were left? MAID and... wasn't there a schoolgirl uniform as well?
Ooh, which one? Which one? I feel like MAID probably fits Chrome the best out of the two. And then AI is last as a schoolgirl? Yeah, I think that would fit well. Considering how all of the characters have gotten randomly, totally randomly of course, a very fitting outfit to their personality.
I am a maid. Called it. Called it, baby. What?
The audience stirred along with the host.
What luck! It feels like a combination that should not come into this world is about to be born.
I don't know. It just kind of feels to fit her calm demeanor, I feel.
Is that bad? Were you all expecting something else?
As if toying with the audience, Crow moved both of her hands like a cat's paws as she struck a pose. The concert hall fired up due to her cuteness.
Well, that's just plain unfair is what they're saying. I could watch that forever, but contestant Chrome, it's time for you to prepare.
Really? Okay. Chrome gave a small nod and disappeared behind the stage.
Now then, let the 4th performance starring contestant Chrome begin.
At the hostess' command, the lighting on the stage dimmed. Alright. MAID Chrome is gonna make her beautiful, beautiful love confession. Excuse me. With practiced motions, I knocked on the door to the room of the master of this estate. I've brought you a new drink.
Yes, I see. Come on in.
Yes.
Oh.
Damn. Master Chrome. Why am I saying Master Chrome? She's not the master. I am the master. You are my servant. My maid, Chrome. She even has the cat ears. I feel like that completes the outfit, right? If you take away the cat ears, sure, she looks cute, she looks wonderful, but mwah, the cat ears are just the icing on the top. Arriving later than usual, I entered the room along with the tea set without enough portions for the mastermind and his guest that arrived after dinner. They had been talking for a long time now, so the cups that were placed on the table when they started talking were already empty. Excuse me. With familiar motions, I cleared Master's and his guest's cups as politely as possible. It had been some time since a visitor had arrived, so I had to do my best. If I do well, then the Master will definitely praise me. I could hardly contain myself thinking about that. Excuse me, would tea be fine? Or should I prepare some liquor? Master Yoon? As I thought about my reward, I blurted that out. I still wasn't used to calling him that, so I sometimes made that mistake. He had recently become my master. Of course, it wasn't a sudden affair. Before that, he was always referred to as young master of this estate. Ah, so he killed his father to become the real master of this estate, huh? I would do the same if then Chrome became my maid, definitely. Since I had always been visiting this estate since I was young, calling him that always felt right to me.
Chrome, I must apologize for this, since you took your time preparing that for us, but our guest is just about to leave.
Oh, I see. The guest scanned his documents and stood up from the sofa. In that case, allow me to see you off. Placing the tea card in a corner of the room, I quickly brought the guest her overcoat. As I did so, the guest intently scrutinized me. Is something the matter? Were maids that rare? Or was it me? Excuse me, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. The guest tried to take his bag instead of his overcoat. But noticing the guest's gaze, I ended up shifting my hands over all things and dropped the bag. Please forgive me. He didn't scold me as I hastily tried to pick up his bag. Instead, he put on his overcoat without ever taking his eyes off of me. What the hell? Kind of a creepy guest. What if the guest is actually the one that we're falling in love with and then eventually confessing to? That would kind of be insulting to Master, wouldn't it? During that time, he admired me from head to toe. His gaze seemed to linger over my entire body, and its intensity made me shiver. His eyes... Yeah, it's making her feel uncomfortable. Look at that sad look on her face. Please keep your dirty, perverted eyes off me. As I tried to hand him his bag, the guest suddenly reached out for an inappropriate place. Whoa, 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 dude, what the fuck? If you do that with your maid at your estate, and, you know, whatever the fuck, don't do that to fucking my maid. Get the hell out of here. I inadvertently tried to raise my voice to tell him to stop. In an effort to squash that outburst, my master stepped in front of me. Oh yeah, protect her, master. Honored guest, my maid has done you a discourtesy. Please find it in your heart to forgive her. The guest shook his head and took his bag from me. Chrome, could you take away the tea set? I will see our guest off. Yes, understood, master. Did the guy just think like, oh, well, she dropped my bag? You know what? I'm gonna get even. You know, she has to pay for her insolence of dropping my bag, so I'm just gonna grab a quick handful. That's not how it works, dude. Now then, off we go. Master smiled at his guest, and the two left the room just like that. I failed. Instead of showing Master the fruits of my labor, I troubled him instead. An unthinkable failure. As I cleaned up the table while sighing in between motions, Master returned after seeing off his guest. Phew. I'm tired. Good work, Chrome. Master. Thank you for earlier, for saving me. Don't mention it. Well then, if there's nothing else, I'll be taking my leave. Wait just a moment, Chrome. After I bowed and was about to turn around, Master called out to me. Is there something you need? As I tilted my head, Master beckoned me toward him. Since you took the trouble to make it, could you pour me some tea? But I was told to clear the table. Haha, sorry. I made you waste your time. The thing is, my throat's a little dry. Mine too. I should drink some water. Understood. I'll brew some right now. Wait, did she already throw away the one that she prepared before? What? I took my master's favorite cup from the cart. Chrome. Yes? If you'd like, could you join me for a cup? Master pointed to the remaining cup left in the cart. But this was originally for you and your guest. It's fine. He's already gone. Let's just keep it a secret from the head maid. Alright? Wink, wink. Master winked and put a finger to his lips. I nodded. His gesture reminded me of when he was the young master. So, not giving a shit about the rules. Oh, see, she has the tea ready already. Then why did she say that she was gonna brew some more? Phew. It's been so long since I could drink tea in peace like this. These past few days, Master had a somber look on his face. It had been some time since I had seen Master at ease. It was a little reassuring. Is work that demanding? Pretty much. Ever since Master inherited the estate, no, even before that, the family business wasn't thriving. Even still, Master tried his best to amend the situation. As I thought, it is proving difficult to procure funds. Today's guest was one of those connections. He came to assess the estate's selling price. The estate? Oh, don't worry. I won't leave you and others destitute. But this is the precious estate where you were born and raised, Master. It is heartbreaking, but this estate is the only thing that I can part with. For a second, I thought Master glanced my way. He's like, if I have to choose between my precious maids and this estate, then I'll gladly lose my estate. Then, if you fired us... I told you before, didn't I? You are all like family to me. I won't cast you to the wind. Master was stubborn when it came to such matters. He was the same as always. And being told I was like family delighted me. I don't know, we're getting kind of family zoned here. But there's nothing left. The furnishings in Master's room had been decreasing.
This room feels a lot more open and refreshing, doesn't it?
Noticing where I was looking, Master dryly laughed.
When I was a kid, there was a lot more stuff.
He surveyed the room in nostalgia.
Right. Do you remember? We used to play a lot in this mansion in the past.
Yes, I remember it all as if it were yesterday. At that time, young Master was so kind and intelligent, and he even played with the servant's child without a care in the world.
Ah, but I was quite rude to you back then.
We were both kids at the time. Don't worry about it.
Ah, so Chrome's mother, or at least the character she's playing, right? Was her mother worked here, was a maid here, and eventually when Chrome grew up, she became a maid here as well. You were the only kid close to my age back then, Chrome. In fact, I was quite touched that you would play with me at all.
Master always showered me with kind words. Even when his parents retired, and I officially became his maid, he never changed. And neither had my feelings. Thank you very much. I knew the gap between us. There's a big moe gap. Therefore, my feelings would remain a secret. For now, just being by my master's side is enough.
The tea you brew really is delicious, Chrome.
It's because today I used the best tea in this estate.
Today? Is there anything different than usual?
That's a secret. I'm joking. I brewed it just like I always do, so there's no need to get all stiff.
I see. Then that's good.
You're too paranoid. How long had it been since I talked like this? It was so fun, almost like I'd gone back in time. And just seeing Master's smile made my heart warm. I wanted to talk with him for even a little bit longer. Just as I thought that, I heard someone calling for me from the hallway. Oh, not good. I wasn't finished with work.
I see. Thanks for working so late.
It's no problem.
Can you take these with you?
Master set the 2 empty teacups on the card. Understood.
Sorry for holding you up.
No, it's been a while since I could relax and talk with you, young master.
Chrome.
I am
just Master. Got it?
Sorry. I just...
It's fine. I'm just teasing you.
Master put his hands on my head and winked. My ears couldn't help but move thanks to his warm hand.
Good night, Chrome.
Yes, Master. Good night. I bowed as I left the room. Until I went to sleep, the feeling of him petting my head lingered. Oh my god. Must have been a good pet if she felt it like the entire night still. A few days later, the master called for me. It was quite late at night, so I thought he would already be asleep. I wonder what he wanted. But if we can talk like we did in the past again, it'll make me happy. I made my way to Master's room as I thought that. I ran my hand through my hair and did it once over on my maid collar and cuffs, even though they probably didn't need to be readjusted. We gotta make sure we look our best for a young Master. Good. Master, it's Chrome.
Yes, come in.
I heard Master's stiff voice reverberate from within the room. Excuse me. As I entered, I saw documents scattered along the desk and floor. He had his back to me, so I couldn't tell what expression he wore. What the heck? But I was sure he was looking troubled.
Chrome, I need some stress relief, Chrome.
Yes, Master. What is it that you need? It didn't matter if it was tea or a late-night snack. Wink, wink, huh? I would do anything for my diligent master. As I thought that, I awaited Master's next words.
Chrome, I'm going to have to let you go. Wait, this is what?
That's not what I thought would happen. Of course. I always forget, like, the dramatic twist, right? I always forget the dramatic twist. It has happened in pretty much every single story so far. Except maybe the first one. The first one was, like, it had, like, a funny twist at the end, I guess. But, oh my god. Why do I keep forgetting about the dramatic twists? We're gonna get fired? But those words didn't make sense to me. Master, what did you just say? I said I'm letting you go, Chrome. You're fired. This is a lie, isn't it? I'm not the kind of person that will pull such a cruel joke. Prepare your things tomorrow and leave. Understand? This can't... My legs wobble as though the floor beneath me had disappeared. Unless this is like an elaborate trick for him. He's like, okay, I really am interested in Chrome. I want to date her. But you shouldn't really date employees, you know? So that's why he's firing us, so that he can date us. That could be like a next level plan. Or just a normal, you know, smart plan if you're interested in an employee, I guess. And you value that love over their job, I guess. Without fanfare, my body sunk to the floor in front of Master. Am I of no more use to you? Hearing my sorrowful voice, Master turned around. That's not it. There's nothing wrong with you. In fact, I think you're a maid that's wasted on the likes of me. Then why? The situation has changed. After answering my query, Master dropped his gaze to the documents scattered by my feet. What's in the documents? This is... Regarding the sale of the estate, the other party had proposed one condition. The estate must include all servants currently working there. Really? Damn, talk about, you know, stabbing us where it hurts the most. The thing that we wanted to keep above all else was the servants, right? Our maid staff. And this dude is like, nope, that's gonna have to stay there. I want your maids too, motherfucker. That was written on the document with fresh handwriting. So what, did he just not read the document and he just like, blah, 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 I'll sign it, and then after he signed it, he read that part and was like, oh, fuck, I messed up. The interested party proposed such an abnormal condition, the reason being that the price of the estate would double if it included the servants. Wait, so you sold us out, is that it? You sold us out, you're like, oh, double the money, alright, well, bye-bye, Chrome then, I don't give a shit anymore. And is there some kind of relation between this and my severance? Oh, I see it now. I'm an idiot. I see. If he fires Chrome now, that means that she will not be part of the servants that work at this estate, right? So when the estate gets sold with its servants, Chrome is not included. That's his way of saving Chrome, right? Is that his plan? There is. I'm afraid what the buyer wants is you, Chrome. I don't fucking understand anything anymore. What the hell? Me? Yes. It seems like he was quite smitten with you. The reason he didn't want to name you outright was probably because he didn't want to reveal his hand. I recalled how the guest from last time looked at me. Was it that fucker? Did he buy our estate? The one that tried to grab us? If you know that, then why? All Master had to do was take the money and run. In fact, I wouldn't even mind if he used me as a bartering piece. You shouldn't worry about someone like me. I told you before, the only thing I can get let go of is this estate. That's why I'll give it to him. But Chrome, I have no intention of handing you over, even if that means I end up getting half the proposed value. I was happy. Master was willing to go this far for me, but seeing how tactless he was made me frustrated. Master, that would trouble me. What? I'm saying this for your own good, you know? I know, and I'm elated, but that's still no good. I wanted to remain an obedient maid in front of my master, but I might as well have let the cat out of the bag, or the cat ears, I was going to get fired anyway. Even if you send me away, what about the other people? I knew it. You're suffering from tunnel vision. Chrome, I'll have you know, I'm your employer. Do you understand?
But I've been fired, which is why I'll speak my mind. If you were to reject his proposal and sell the estate, I'm sure everyone here would be dismissed. The people who you said were like family to you would be destitute. Can you live with that?
Absolutely not.
I see. Good. He's still the master that I've always adored. Then you have to sell the mansion with all the employees along with it.
But if you've been fired, he'll find out right away.
That's simple. Until the estate is turned over, I just have to reside here while wearing my maid uniform. It doesn't matter as long as I'm not an employee. I could be a house guest, or even a friend. She's gonna pretend.
Isn't that fraud?
They're the ones who sent the proposal. It's their fault for not confirming the details.
Is that how it works? Funny how our maid seems to know more than our master about this.
That's how it is,
But Chrome is just a business mastermind.
I picked up all the documents scattered on the floor and handed them to the stupefied master.
I know I just asked you for a lot of advice, but be frank with me. Why even bother explaining all this?
Because you're unreliable, and there's a way to promote myself.
Promote yourself?
Right. Your home, land, and family. You've lost them all. Since you're so hopeless, I'm sure you're going to need someone to stay by your side.
She's like, I'm gonna make myself your waifu. She's like, I've been promoted to your waifu, okay, master? And there's nothing you can do about it. Maybe, but is there really someone like that?
How about a childhood friend that you can trust through thick and thin?
Would she stay with someone like me?
Don't worry, I'm sure she loves you. There was a wall between you and her until now, but that just disappeared.
It's the working relationship, right? And now that the working relationship is gone, the wall has been torn down, they can actually reach each other.
But at the same time, she lost her place in life. That's why, Master, I want to be by your side once more.
But I don't have the money to employ you.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Come on, Master, get a clue.
I want you to become my husband.
Oh, shit! She actually went and did it. She did it. She's like, yep, you are gonna be my husband, though. You listen to me? You hear me? She's actually proposing. She's going a step further than all the other girls went, right? They just sort of make love confessions. Ha! Chrome laughs at all of them. She made a fucking marriage proposal. A marriage love confession proposal. Holy shit. Are you sure you're fine with me?
I don't mind if your management skills are lacking, or if you're not particularly well off.
You're really digging into me here.
That's your own fault, but that's what I like about you.
I see. So where do we go from here?
I'd like to go looking together with you for the things we let go and have lost.
In search of what we lost?
Right, but first, I want to be your family again. Of course, I don't mean as siblings. I want us to be proper spouses.
Saying the word spouse in a hushed tone embarrassed me. Yeah, you're right. Master's tone of voice had fallen as well. So, what should we do for a house?
I'd like a faraway, quiet place. Somewhere that's not a mere stone throws away from here. The countryside where my relatives live sound nice.
You want to live near your relatives?
I've never been there or laid eyes on it, but I'm sure it's a wonderful place.
Yeah, I'm sure no matter where you accompany me, it'll be a grand experience.
Our house will be tiny compared to the estate.
Haha, something as big as this room is good enough for me. As long as we both fit inside the room, Chrome, then it's fine.
That's setting your sights
a little low. You think? But I'm having fun just pondering our future. That's why I want to be with you. Yeah, let's live together. Master's kind hand gently touched my head. That tickles. I know. And Chrome? What? Do me a favor and never change. What are you saying? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I want to see you be more true to yourself. So, you found out? Of course. After all, I'm your former employer, as well as your fiancé. But you know, I like both your usual self and your honest self. Huh. I finally said it, but I'm sure you expected such a response. That's, I mean, you know, it's kind of funny that a marriage proposal to which he even said yes came before either one of us even expressed their liking of each other, right? It's a little bit unorthodox to say. What do? I told him my feelings, but I never expected him to reciprocate. Right, just as planned, all according to my predictions. My burning cheeks, my ears that flicked of their own accord, and my twitching mouth on the verge of smiling all threatened to shatter my facade. I knew it. That's a little frustrating. Seeing me like that, Master didn't detect my lie as expected. In truth, he could have noticed. But Master was a kind person after all. I'm glad you feel that way. Really? Then I guess it's a good thing. As we both laughed, our conversation came to a close. Now stand, Chrome. How long are you going to be sitting on the floor? Take my hand. My waifu. Yes, my husbando. He gently held his hand out to me, not as my young master, or even as my regular master, but as my cherished husband. I firmly took his hand. Wow. Thank you very much, contestant Chrome. I thought she would perform as her usual self, but we managed to see some nice expressions from her. Catgirl maids are the best. Cannot argue with that one, dude. I cannot argue with that one. I was surprised that she skipped the step from lovers to husband and wife, but she managed to do it flawlessly. Well done. I would love to hear her say something like that to me. I would fucking die on the spot from a heart attack of happiness. I see. Paying no mind to the hostess' praise, Chrome returned with an expressionless look. Once the performance ended, she was back to her usual self. Seeing Chrome like that, the audience cried out that her poker face was a waste. I don't hate her emotionless face, but, you know, it's kind of like that. It's weird, right? Because we come to know Chrome as this emotionless person, and when you actually see that she has emotions, you never knew that you liked that part of Chrome even existed. But now that you do know it, you prefer that one over the emotionless one. But you know that's never really going to change, right? She's always going to be this emotionless Chrome. So like, yeah, we'll be like, ah, damn, she's back to normal. I want to see some more. What a waste. Kind of feels like that. It was a performance after all. Now that she was back to normal, it was like the expression she had made just a moment ago didn't even exist. Host person, are we done? I'm tired. Chrome needs a little cat nap. Yes, we're good. Okay. As though her performance were all just a whimsical endeavor, Chrome left the stage in a curt manner. Well then, let's move on to the last person. Okay. AI responded with a stiff face like, God damn it, I gotta go last. It seemed like AI, who was forced to wait until the end, was nervous throughout the whole show. Now then, contestant AI, could you tell us your costume? I'll be a student. Oh, school uniforms are nice, aren't they? If you're talking cosplay, then those clothes were all the rage. They still are, but they're a rarity nowadays. I don't know, I think they're still pretty widespread. I've seen them quite often still. School uniforms? Let's eagerly await what kind of love and expressions contestant AI will show us. Good luck out there.
Yes. Oh, I stuttered.
As AI flailed about, the audience offered words of encouragement to support her.
Thanks, everyone. I'll do my best.
Striking a small confident pose, AI left the stage. Now then, let the last performance starring contestant AI begin. At the hostess' command, the lighting on the stage dimmed, and everybody's cheering.
I'm late. I'm gonna be late.
Having to run at full speed first thing in the morning. Today's just not my day.
Seriously, why did my alarm clock go off today?
Oh my god, I'm surprised that she isn't running with like a piece of toast in the corner of her mouth, you know? Typical anime style. I managed to get ready in 40 seconds, but fitting breakfast in was impossible.
But I made sure to get this for such occasions.
I took out my juice drink in my bag and uncapped it.
It's in a pouch, so I can charge up in 10 seconds even when running.
My racing legs and my hand holding the pouch moved with ease. Damn, she's having breakfast on the go. This is like the ultimate efficiency, right? She's doing 3 things at the exact same time. She's walking to school while she's running to school. So, you know, she is traveling. She is exercising because she's running, right? And she's eating her breakfast. Talk about fucking efficiency, right? I might have been able to make it in time like this. Once I turned this corner, it'd be a beeline for the school gates. When I stepped forward to turn the corner, I saw someone show up at the exact same moment.
Yeah!
Uh-oh, did we bump into them? We crashed into each other at full force, and I fell on my behind. No, not AI's cute little behind.
Ow! Oh, who was that?
Sorry.
Huh? I think I know that voice.
Uh-huh. It's Senpai AI. It's your precious senpai. Hey, are you alright?
Senpai!
Ah, yeah. That was a nasty fall. Are you hurt?
I'm alright. Something like this doesn't even faze me.
Since I fell on my behind, I luckily didn't get any scratches. Kind of a soft landing. Are you really okay? How should I say this? Your face is all covered in juice. Oh god, she spilled her juice.
Huh?
As I panicked, I tried to wipe my face with my hand. I felt something similar to the juice I was drinking just a moment ago.
Huh, what the?
It's all sticky. Oh no, oh my god, let me guess, it was white fluid that we were drinking too? And it felt cold.
What do? I didn't bring my handkerchief or any tissues with me today.
Right. Senpai took out a handkerchief from his pocket and handed it to me. You can always borrow Senpai's handkerchief. Don't ask me why I have one with me. You can use this.
No, I'd feel bad if it got dirty.
Don't worry about it. Something like that will come off if I just wash it. Besides, aren't handkerchiefs meant to become dirty anyway, right?
But...
Come on, just tidy yourself up. But as we had our back and forth, I could hear the sound of a faraway chime.
Ah! Looks like I'm late.
Both of us are.
I need to go now.
I hastily wiped my face and stood up. Alright. I'm real sorry about bumping into you.
Yeah. I'll make sure to clean your handkerchief and give it back to you.
Don't worry about it. You can give it back whenever. Dirty or clean, it doesn't matter.
Okay, senpai. Senpai.
Oh gosh. Even though I opened the door, there was no one left in the classroom after the graduation ceremony. I entered the classroom and quietly closed the door behind me. Wait, graduation ceremony? Are you telling me Senpai graduated? This is where I promised to meet Senpai. I say promised, but it was a one-sided affair since all I did was hand him a note. What if he didn't even read it, huh? It's getting late. Looking at the clock, I could tell that both Senpai and I were late. I got roped into the festivities after the graduation ceremony and ended up losing track of time. Senpai, who just graduated. Oh god, is that the sad twist here, huh? That the person we're in love with is already going to be graduating and we won't be seeing him anymore? Was a popular person, so him not being able to show up at the promised time was understandable. I wasn't able to talk with Senpai at all today, and he was always surrounded by people, so I couldn't approach him. It took all my courage just to hand over my notes. Most of them were girls, too. I was sure the people he was happily talking with felt the same way. I naively thought that, if I could isolate him, then it would all work out somehow. But... maybe it really is impossible for me. I traced my finger along the desk that Senpai often sat at. I set my bag on it and took out the handkerchief. It was the handkerchief that Senpai lent me. It's been so long since then. As I admired the handkerchief, I recalled the time he gave it to me. I was running and drinking juice because I was late. That's when I bumped into him, huh? What, did like a whole school year pass? And not only just now we're returning the the handkerchief? And when my face was covered in jelly. I thought we were drinking something, not jelly. Senpai hurried and gave me this sticky handkerchief. Senpai's worried voice said that. Are you alright? It's still ringing in my ears to this day. Up until that day, I only felt a simple attraction to him, but afterwards, my feelings bloomed into something more. After that, I brought that handkerchief to Senpai so many times, but I never could hand it back. Whenever I would try to call out to him from before, I would crash into something. Sometimes I would confuse Senpai for someone else. I wanted to properly thank him and return his handkerchief. As a thought kept running through my head, I would always mess up and flee in embarrassment. This feels like a typical moment where, you know, for AI, us having received a handkerchief, it means the world to us. But for a guy as popular as Senpai, just him giving the handkerchief to him, it just meant nothing to him. It's just a simple act of friendliness, right? A simple act of kindness. It's like, oh, this girl was sticky and in trouble, she was having problems, so I decided to just give her my handkerchief, and then the next day he already forgot about it. Never being able to return it, the handkerchief remained in my hands. Don't tell me it got dirty again since then. I made sure to wash out all the juice, and even washed it again after that. Oh, but I've been holding on to it really tight all this time, though. Now your juices are on it, AI. Unfolding the handkerchief, I checked both sides to make sure. Looks like it's not dirty. Good, but just in case. I brought the handkerchief to my nose. I thought she was gonna blow her nose into it. My heart started to beat like I was bringing Senpai up to my nose. The smell of detergent and laundry starch wafted into my nose. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it doesn't smell like him anymore, right? Even if it did before, considering we washed it multiple times, doesn't it just smell like whatever the fuck detergent we used? Thank goodness. Looks like it's fine. Just what am I doing? I nearly folded the handkerchief once again. I was probably being extremely nervous. To take my mind off of it, I looked to the blackboard. Congratulations on your graduation. Letters written in chalk remained etched onto the board. This is my last chance, right? If today ends, then there's probably not gonna be another chance. Once Senpai graduates, he'll probably never come back here, which is why I'm waiting here. Senpai, he's late. I wanted him to come and hurry, but I also wished he wouldn't, because I didn't think my heart could take it. With those two clashing feelings, I started to clench my fist without realizing it. I'm such an idiot. Even though I took the time to iron it, it's all wrinkled now. I know. Giving back his handkerchief was just an excuse. All I was doing is using the handkerchief that Senpai was kind enough to lend me. I'm being unfair, aren't I? Some self-loathing welled up inside of me. Some more time passed as I stood there. Senpai still hadn't arrived. As I waited for Senpai, my heart felt like it was being crushed like this handkerchief. Did Senpai just forget about my note? No, he's just too busy to come. I'm sure of it. For starters, I had no guarantee that Senpai would show up. I heard a broadcast echoing throughout campus telling people to go home. I guess I should get ready to leave. The empty classroom started to feel a little cold and oppressive. I put the handkerchief infused with my feelings into my bag and closed it up. That's just how life goes. Yeah, poor luck of the draw. Wouldn't it be extremely sad if like all 4 other girls had like happy endings, right? Happy endings with their fake love confession play, and AI just gets heartbroken. Senpai doesn't even show up because the actor fell asleep in the back. It was a shame I couldn't return his handkerchief, but a part of me was relieved. As I pondered that, I made my way to the classroom door, and when I did so, the door suddenly opened. He woke! Senpai woke up just in time. Huh? Both the person trying to enter and myself simultaneously took a step forward, and we collided. Wah! Again, oh my god, this is just like when we met. Remember, Senpai? Remember when we met and bumped into each other? See, this is fate. This is faith. A sensation that wasn't hard or soft coursed through my face. Ow! I thought it wasn't painful, right? She said it wasn't hard or soft, yet it was still ow-worthy. Sorry, are you alright? Huh? At first, I thought I was hallucinating, since I was prone to saying things like that. But I had heard those words right next to me, just above my head. Senpai? His face was so close that I could feel his breath. Our bodies were practically glued to each other, or more specifically, our chests. If someone else were to look at this, it looked like I jumped into Senpai's chest. I'm so sorry. I jumped back from him and took 2 more steps to distance myself. What do I do? What should I do? Hey, wait! My face is all red. I'm so embarrassed. I just want to run away. But Senpai was standing in front of the door. While shaking my head, I kept retreating. Unlucky for me, I smashed into a corner of the desk. Gah! When I stepped back, my butt collided with it. Damn, is her butt that big that it like, you know, collides with everything? It hurt so much that I jumped forward, holding my rear. Whoa! Huh? Accidental anal. Senpai was once again in front of me. Are you alright? I'm fine, Something. I had to say something. Senpai, great weather we're having, right? Oh, perfect, perfect. If you can't think of anything to talk, just talk about the weather. Yeah, it is. It's already evening, though. But it's a beautiful, like, golden glow, you know? You know, that's right before the sun goes down. That reddish, golden, yellow, I don't fucking know. Just a mixture of those beautiful colors. What was I saying? I look like a total weirdo. You really are a funny one. Huh? You think? Yeah, I could never get bored watching you. Cause she is pretty funny when she gets all flustered and embarrassed and doesn't know what to say. Like, yeah, and then bumps into another table. Thank you? I didn't get what he was saying, but if it made him laugh, then I figured it was okay. You came, Senpai. I was hoping for him not to come a while ago, but having him here made me ecstatic. The throbbing in my chest was agonizing, much more so than my rear. I got your note, and it was a promise after all. Yeah, it was. But I'm really sorry. Senpai suddenly bowed his head. Huh? I already have a girlfriend. First, there's something I have to apologize for.
What?
Was there anything Senpai needed to be sorry for?
Don't tell me already hooked up with one of the girls he was talking with before. Is that why he's rejecting me?
My feelings were suddenly trampled on before I could even do anything. I was so afraid of what came next that I closed my eyes. Sorry it took me so long to get here. I thought you might have already left. Thanks for waiting for me.
Huh? Yes. You're welcome.
This is so embarrassing. What was I doing? Getting the wrong idea. No, that's totally natural. Your mind will always go to like the worst possible thing that your mind can think of in situations like these.
Oh, but I was late too. I just got here a while ago.
Really? So I guess that makes two of us.
Yeah, I'm really glad we didn't miss each other.
Although, we kinda did though, right, Ai? Calming down from my earlier scare. Wait, something actually just came to mind. Why have I been calling her AI the entire time, when I'm now almost 100% certain since I accidentally said I? I'm pretty sure her name is I, right? Because the I is not capitalized. The letter I is not capitalized. Meaning it's not AI, you don't spell it out separately. Right, it's always been I. Like, both of those letters spelled, like, together, right? I know it sounds really confusing because it's I and the letter I alone, the way you pronounce it, sounds exactly the same. But one of them is supposed to be her name with an A in front of it. I mean, are we just gonna keep calling her AI now or not? I don't fucking know anymore. God damn it. Did I just fuck up this entire fucking visual novel by confusing her name? Or like, oh, it's gotta be AI. Was it at any point ever capitalized? The second letter of her name? The I? I don't know. Let's just keep calling her AI, okay? I don't give a shit anymore. Even if I fucked up, I'm gonna roll with my mistake. I'll own up to it, that's fine. It never dawned on me. I never thought that was ever the case until I accidentally just now said it. What the heck? Alright. Calming down from my earlier scare, I dug around in my bag and took out the handkerchief.
Here.
Yeah. Thanks for going out of your way. Yeah, for waiting the entire year. Senpai smiled as he looked at the handkerchief that had slight wrinkles in it.
Sorry for taking so long.
It's fine. I kinda gave it to you to keep anyway. But since you're returning it, might as well take it.
Here you are, Senpai.
As I held out the handkerchief, he reached out for it. Once I gave this back, would everything be over? I'll say goodbye to him, and he'll say thanks. And we'd go our separate ways, just like that? No, I didn't want that. Quickly, take the handkerchief back. Just take it back, like, no, no. This is the thing that is eternally going to bind us together. Whether you like it or not, Senpai, I'm keeping this. I didn't want it to end. I didn't want to lose my connection with him. I pulled back the handkerchief that I offered. What's wrong?
The truth is, there's something I want to say. Something I want you to know. The reason why I called you out isn't so I could return your handkerchief. Oh, but I do want to give it back. Wait, damn it, what am I saying? That's not what I should be saying right now.
Everything in my head started to get jumbled around, and then it all turned white. Senpai stared on at my flustered face, or state, with a blank look on his face. This wasn't going well.
Could you wait a second?
Sure, take your time.
Okay, here I go. Phew.
Alright, she did a few yoga breathing sessions there. After taking a deep breath, I gave it all a fresh start.
Senpai.
My hands tightly clutched my skirt. Yeah? What is it? Senpai patiently waited for me. Despite my mounting fear, I had to confess my feelings to him. Senpai, I've always liked you. I didn't know any special ways to convey my feelings, so I settled on an honest approach. Would you please go out with me? There was no going back. There you go, AI. I don't know which one I'm gonna say anymore. Our relationship would no doubt change. I motionlessly stared at him as I waited for his answer. I see. Saying that, he scratched his head. Oh, that's not a good sign. Well, damn. It had crossed my mind before, but Senpai might have already had a girlfriend. My confession might have just been a nuisance. I'm not bothering you, am I? No, that's not it. That's not it at all. That... He uncomfortably pointed to the object I was holding in my hands. This? Yeah. Honestly, a handkerchief. I gave that to you just so I could talk with you. With me? Look, I'm not one to talk, but I'm popular, you know? That's why there's a lot of girls that try to get close to me. Yes, I know. I was always anxious about that, ever since I fell in love with him. But I was even more afraid of initiating things. But you were different from the other girls. I mean, you were always running away. Senpai was used to getting it easy from the girls, huh? And then when a different girl is actually playing kind of... She wasn't even playing hard to get, but in his mind, AI is harder to get, right? And that made him want her more than the other girls that just continuously keep throwing themselves at him. That's... sorry. I tried talking with him along with the other girls, but it took all my courage just to stand before him. There were plenty of times where I would just choke up and flee after saying a few words. No, don't worry about it. Maybe that's why you caught my eye. I had an epiphany when you bumped into me and covered your face in juice. If I gave you my handkerchief, I could use it as an excuse to talk with you. Little did he know that it lasted a whole school year. Really? Hey, enough about the juice. Sorry. Thinking about it now, I had an ulterior motive from the start. That's not true at all. I thought it was a chance to talk with you too. But you know, after that, you came close to me, and then you'd leave immediately. I thought you might have hated me, and I got kinda depressed. But the next day, you would suddenly appear. I thought you were trying to be a tease. That's how it came across to him, when in reality, AI was just constantly shy, like trying to work up her courage and then halfway bailed every single time. That's not what I... It's fine. All it did was make me wonder what you thought about me. But that was the first time I thought as much, and you were the one to trigger such feelings. Since then, I've always thought about you. Really? Yeah, that's why I'm glad I got to hear your feelings. As Senpai smiled in embarrassment, his face took on a red hue. Senpai? I'm really happy you feel that way. Then, yeah, if you'd like, would you go out with me? Are you sure? With someone like me? Of course. I mean, you're the one who confessed to me after all. Choo! Thank goodness. I could feel my chest slowly getting warmer. Honestly, I wanted to be the one to tell you, but... Hey, are you alright? Huh? I felt something warm on my cheeks. Oh gosh, a tear of happiness is just strolling down her cheek. Huh? Wait, why? What was going on with me? Was I going crazy? I was happy, but I couldn't stop crying. No matter how many times I wiped my tears away, they didn't stop flowing. You were smiling just a while ago, and now you're crying. Those mood swings are something else, huh? Are you bipolar? It's all your fault. It's because you said something that I desperately wanted to hear. I guess so. But you know, you'll spoil your face if you keep crying. As my tears streamed down my face without pause, Senpai gently took the handkerchief from my hands. Here, you can use this if you want. As I sobbed, he offered his handkerchief to me once again. Thank you. It's all going full circle. Once again, you know, everything is like repeating itself. We bumped into each other. He gave us our the handkerchief again to wipe our face clean. The handkerchief absorbed all of the overflowing feelings. I got your handkerchief dirty again. It doesn't matter if it's for my precious girlfriend. Oh, damn. Besides, you'll give it back to me nice and clean, won't you? His hand felt so gentle as he petted my head and smiled at me. Yeah, when should I return it this time? Whenever you want. Today is not our last meeting after all. Even if I gave that handkerchief back to him, our relationship wouldn't end. It would continue on, even after this. That made me feel so elated that my eyes started to well up again. Yeah, you're right, Senpai. This time, the handkerchief he lent me for a second time absorbed tears of joys. Thank you very much, Contestant AI. People have their own ways to express their feelings, but giving it to them straight is a worthy approach indeed. Contestant AI's confession was a very honest and heartfelt, just like her, exactly like a maiden in love. And those tears, I never suspected you were an actor. Your performance nearly drove me to tears. Thank you. When AI returned, her eyes were red. What's wrong, Contestant AI? Sorry, the feelings I had when I was performing kinda came back and made me cry a little. Seeing AI wipe away her tears with her fingertip, the audience gave her their cheers in lieu of her handkerchief. All for the handkerchief. Is that AI? Is that emoji actually like holding a handkerchief? The one earlier? That one? The one that's popping up right now? Thanks everyone. AI responded to their cheers with a smile and slightly red face. It looks like our contestant AI's tears weren't an act. Are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. AI nodded as strongly as her hair shook. Great, that's good to hear. Everyone, I'll see you later. Alright, so those were all 5. Which one was your favorite? I kinda gotta dig back, but I felt like the earlier ones felt a bit better and special to me. And the last, at least AI's, it kind of felt... It didn't feel special. I don't want to say plain, but it didn't feel that special. Maybe because it's just the whole school thing, right? The schoolgirl thing, and it's been done many times before already. I feel like some of the more unorthodox ones are probably a bit better. AI waved as she left the stage. And with that, our 5 idols have finished their performance. Did you all enjoy our idols' personalities, expressions, and different kinds of love? The concert hall was filled with people who yearned for more. Well, too bad, you're not getting more. Right, I hope there's another chance as well. Well then, that's the end of the 3rd round. And with that, the idols acting contest filled with love and costumes ended with a smashing success.